Alright, greetings ladies and gentlemen. After several months of hiatus, I guess I'm finally uploading this century-old match of me and Aaron that, we battled at, like, excuse me, I think we started like 1 and then ended at like 2:15, but I managed to condense it into about, 20 minutes. Excuse me. Um, it was a pretty sweet match. A lot of predictions and stuff. And it's not as really much as long as it is me deciding what to do. So starting off, Roserade versus Spiritomb. Um, I think I'm gonna switch to Skarm to hopefully set up because I'm really afraid of what this thing is gonna do to my Roserade. So 5 minutes later, in the realm of Forest, I decide to finally get something in. So here comes Metal Falco. Get taunted. Um, I'm just like, well, time to do something crazy. So go with a Brave Bird. After looking at my Pokemon for several minutes. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, there we go, Brave Bird, and managed to get a crit, which is super duper cool. But I get Will-O-Wisped, so that's not so cool. However, it's Falco, so it doesn't really matter because Falco doesn't really care about anything. Um, so he switches that out and pulls in an Arcanine. But apparently I go for another Brave Bird, and on top of that it does like 2 damage on top of burn and -1 attack. So finally time to switch out. Fixing my camera there. I know he's gonna overheat, so I do my usual switch to Bliss, my special wall in this case. Take the overheat, and now that he's got to switch out or do something else. So fixing the cam again. So I go with my usual status infliction. So I'm gonna go with T-Wave after I'm done thinking or checking Smogon. I do a lot of calcs in this match, I think. A lot of calculations and checking stats. So finally switches out. There goes that thing. Up goes the T-Wave. Some leftovers. Some leftovers. Ice Beam. Doesn't kill, and I get nuked by Pain Split. Absolutely destroyed. So I'm like half health now, and he's at full health, whereas he was at like a split, I don't know, sheer, whatever. So he's trying to Will-O-Wisp me, but it doesn't really matter because I got a Serene Grace going on. Yeah. So just doing some calcs, healing up, trying to find the best thing to do in the situation. So switching to Dragonite because I'm pretty sure he's not really gonna do much. In comes Moononite, aka Satan, and here is where all fun matches begin with Clefable. So, being Dragonite, I'm gonna throw up a Dragon Dance because he's, I don't know, expecting attack maybe. So I get my dance up, negate the -1 stage. I'm gonna go for Earthquake because I'm super duper speedy. Kill Arcanine, sweet, and I'm feeling pretty good. So I think he goes into Tangrowth right now. Yeah, not having much to fear. I decide to go for another Dragon Dance because I'm pretty sure this thing can't touch me. Yep, there we go. However, he decides to put me to sleep. I'm just like, alright, I still don't really think he can touch me. But wait! Lumberry. So, got a free dance up. Super awesome play. And, I think I might go for another Dragon Dance actually, just because he might be like, what? Maybe he's predicting an attack or something. Yeah, I go for my super cocky Dragon Dance. And he puts me to sleep again, not fearing anything as well. So I'm back asleep, and I'm just sitting here. I get seated. I'm still not really scared because I don't think he's gonna touch me because I've got Roost and all that stupid stuff. He does knock off, and at this point he IM'd me and he's like, no item? Because Aaron forgot that Lumberry already took effect. I'm just lolling because I didn't say, because I told him he wasn't paying attention. Critical hit, Vine Whip, I'm getting leeched. Managed to wake up and get a Roost off after like, what, 3 turns? And he predicts the correct wake up turn, I guess, or no, I was awake, so I don't know. So he puts me to sleep again, and I'm just like, alright, I guess I can chill out a bit longer. So I'm just sitting around. He withdraws, throws in Starmie, and I'm absolutely terrified of Ice Beam at this point. So I have to get out because I'm going to get destroyed by Ice Beam. So I lose everything that I had going and put out my pink fat blob that is Blissey to take the Ice Beam. He goes back into Moonanite because he's having such a fun time, and I decide to throw out a T-Wave out there. Interesting facts, Moonanite, I keep on saying Moonanite, Clefable gets the speed cut in half, but it has a 0% chance of being paralyzed. But I didn't know this at the time. I found out like 20 turns later. Anyway, he does aromatherapy to cure all the T-Waves and junk. Throws out Wish. I'm throwing out more T-Waves because I'm just, maybe being slow will help. There's nothing really I can do at this point. I'm just camping out, waiting for something to happen. I throw out another T-Wave, and I am completely ignoring my notes at this point. I think I'm going to go to Skarmory. Yeah, I go into Skarmory because I'm going to try and whirlwind this thing away. But, I'm still burned. So I think I have to Roost first on top of everything. Make it back to full health. He's going to Seismic Toss me. Get some lefties. Some burn damage. I don't think I'm going to Brave Bird. So, did I set up spikes? I think I set up spikes. I'm not sure. I was too busy looking at these notes that I'm completely skipping. Throws in Starmie. So I'm terrified of Thunderbolt at this point, so I think I'm going to switch out. Come on. Switch back into Blissey. There we go. So, Blissey is up. He switches out back into Clefable. This thing is still paralyzed, so I don't do a darn thing. I'm just waiting for things to happen, I guess. I think now he might have told me that Clefable never gets paralyzed. So, I'm just going to Seismic Toss, which does absolutely nothing. He's going to Seismic Toss, which does absolutely nothing. And we're just having a grand old time. Just two blobs of pink throwing each other around like WWE or something. More Seismic Tosses. He's gonna wish because he's getting tired of playing the same old games we always play. I'm gonna go do another Seismic Toss. He's gonna do a Seismic Toss, and then the wish kicks in. So I'm just crying in my little corner. Back to Stall City. Yep. So he withdraws and he's going to throw in Spiritomb. He's probably going to try and taunt me. At this point I'm just switching around, so I throw out Ice Beam. Okay. Yeah, I get a Thunder Wave off. He does taunt. So I'm just like, well, Blissey, it's not like Blissey was useful anyway, so I think I'm going to switch out. Yeah, switch out. He switches out. So now, I think I'm going to try and Whirlwind this thing because he's not going to be able to touch me. So once I Whirlwind him out, hopefully I'll be able to get a Roost off. Thankfully Moonanite is pulled in, so I can Roost successfully. Not really fearing the Seismic Toss because I've got 112. on top of leftovers. He's doing another aromatherapy, trying to cure everything. So some more stalling going on. Throw out some spikes. There's a wish. Falco's on fire. Throws out Starmie. Throw out some more spikes. I think I believe he's gonna rapid spin, so I stay in. No, not this turn. Throw out. He does rapid spinning, indeed. And back to me doing nothing as per usual. So yeah, withdraws, throws out Moononite again. All right, now that Roserade is in, things are actually gonna start moving along, hopefully. So I try and put it to sleep. Naturally, it misses because that's what this thing was born to do. I am missing a page of notes. Anyway, so I guess he's withdrawing and stuff, and I have to put something to sleep. So finally, Starmie comes in and takes that, and I think he's gonna switch because he's super afraid of whatever the leaf storm or something. So I go for sleep powder. Okay, no, I don't. Never mind. I bring in Gengar because he was asleep, and I thought I could capitalize on that. Pull out my substitute. He does a wish, expecting, I don't know, maybe Focus Blast or something. I don't know. Now I do Focus Blast behind my sub, and it does a pretty good amount. It is Cosmic Power, so I'm just like, what am I gonna do with? And there's the wish on top of that, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do with my life. Just waiting for things to move along. I think I'm doing calculators for Gengar right now. I don't really know what for. I try Hidden Power Fire, I think, because I don't really know what he's gonna do and I don't really fear anything. He does a Sucker Punch, and I do Hidden Power Fire again? Yeah, alright. I think at this point I'm expecting Taunt because I might set up another sub, so I think I go with Shadow Ball this turn, thinking that it's super effective. Okay, never mind. Wow, I'm really out of it. So, I gotta find that extra page of notes. Yeah, Blissey gets taunted, doesn't really want to do anything. He pain splits, fix my camera. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry about being off on the commentary. I don't remember where I put my notes. I lost them. So, he brings in Quadraxis, aka the Regis Mark V. I've got my Blissey. I think he's gonna do something to me, so I might want to switch out. Yeah, okay, I don't switch. He just mashes me. Maybe I thought I was gonna live? I don't know. Maybe I had to make a sacrifice. Also, I think fun fact, at this point in the video I got pretty bored, so I started playing Megas XLR. Watching Megas XLR while I was battling. Just throwing that out there. So, here we go. Yep. Grade A playing right here. Fantastic. So I finally managed to bring in a Gengar. Pretty sure I'm going to win the speed. So I think I go with Shadow Ball. But I'm pretty sure he's going to switch out. Yep. He goes into Spiritomb. Okay, no, I set up a substitute. Maybe I knew I was faster and I set up a sub anyway. He's going to do a Sucker Punch. And I'll go for Shadow Ball. Because whatever. I get the special defense drop, which is super duper cool. This is speeding up the process by 0.2%. yeah, I think I'm doing a speed calc, a damage calcs, whatever, and I'm gonna go with another Shadow Ball, but I forgot about Sucker Punch, so I'm gonna have to take that. Am I being IM'd right now? No, never mind. Uh, yeah, go for Shadow Ball. He taunts me, surprisingly. I guess he thought I would fear the Sucker Punch. But now I've come too far, so I'm gonna try and Shadow Ball. But Sucker Punch effect. So he gets his leftovers. I throw in Starmie, so I'm trying to speed up the process now. He does Sucker Punch. I'm pretty sure I was gonna live, so managed to get a nice beam off and kill that thing. So he brings in Quadraxis. I think I'm gonna bring in Skarmory because Starmie is gonna get nuked. Bullet Punch does nothing, as expected. Skarmory is still on fire. Skarmory. He brings in Starmie. So now I take this opportunity to roost. Just waiting for things to happen right now. I expect Starmie to Rapid Spin to get rid of the spikes, but he Thunderbolts instead. So unfortunately, Skarmory goes down with the ship, and I bring in my own Starmie. Now I know he knows I'm faster because that's the only reason you would bring in a Ditto, is if you knew you were faster. So I just throw out Thunderbolt because whatever. So switch out because I don't want to die. He gets a wish. I'm finally in a good position, so I try and sleep him. And it hits! Hallelujah. The wish goes off, not really caring about anything. So I do Hidden Power Fire, I believe, but he brings in Clefable because he's gonna Aroma and get everything back to full health. I do a Leaf Storm because I'm running out of options. He gets the Aromatherapy out, and now that Aromatherapy is on, I know I can sleep something again. I try and go for Leaf Storm again, so now I'm at -4. Leftover, I do not believe Leaf Storm will kill at all, so I go with Sleep Powder. Naturally it misses. And Wish continues. He Seismic tosses. So, I'm going to throw out another. I think I'm going to go with Hidden Sleep Powder again. So I finally put something to sleep. Oh, right. Starmie has Natural Cure, and he switches out, so I'm like, okay, whatever, I can put something else to sleep. He withdraws, and now it's Starmie versus Clefable. I trick Choice Scarf onto this thing, which was probably the funniest thing in the world, because he's stuck on Wish, and I think everything is at virtually full health right now. So, while Moon Knight is crippled, I'm just going to be having fun with Starmie. Get some T-Bolts off on this thing. Cover up some health, even though it's not really going to do much because Starmie is frail like a piece of paper. There goes Moon Knight again. I throw out Surf just for variety. I'm going to recover some health. Go with a Thunderbolt, just in case he wants to like fake me out or something. Ironically enough, he gets paralyzed and then Aromas in the same turn. Not like it would have meant anything because Moon Knight is trash anyway. I throw out more Thunderbolts, but I should have gone with Surf, and I really regret doing that. Your Aromatherapy is again, So I go with another Thunderbolt, finally kill it just in case he wants to switch around or something. And he brings in Quadraxis. Did I? Oh, yeah, Starmie dies. I think the cam cut out at this point, or like sometime here. So, Sally dies. Now, if you notice, I don't recall bringing Dragonite in, so I think the camera died. And what I think happened in that situation was, at some point, I brought Dragonite in while Metagross was asleep. And when I put Dragonite in, I believe I went for a couple Dragon Dances, and he brought in Tangrowth. He put me to sleep. He set up the Leech Seed, the Power Whip, and all that stuff, and I'm just tanking it out because I'm Dragonite, and I don't really care about anything. And at some point, I have, I think, +3 attack and +3 speed. And I know that Dragon Claw will kill Tangrowth if I wake up in time. So, first turn, I'm still asleep. Second turn, I'm still asleep, taking damage and all that stupid stuff. And the third turn, I'm just like, okay, this is it. If I can Dragon Claw, no, it's the third turn is if I can Roost, I can recover all my health, not worry about anything, and kill Tangrowth with a Dragon Claw in the next turn, and then sweep the rest of his team. But I'm still asleep on the third turn, and he finally kills my Dragonite, and that's when I knew the game was over. But it was a mad fun battle, totally some of the most fun I've ever had in my life. And thanks for battling with me, Aaron.